Rated E for everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Offbeat Studios is not responsible for what may be said during said broadcast. And this is indeed proof anything can happen at Offbeat Studios in entertainment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Offbeat comes back to you with another bang. We are on the road to 300 subscribers, man. So we are sitting at 254, I believe, on YouTube.
Yeah, 254.
All right, man. Also, man, this video is brought to you by Dubby. All right, Dubby, man. As you see, we got us some here in the studio.
That's
all
what
right?
we're drinking now.
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now, man. I gotta go away from my shield. So, make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all some Dubby, man. Just go to W.com. And then when you get ready to check out, make sure you hit promo code OBS 863. And you get some money off your own order.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is energy, right?
Yep, energy.
Oh damn, I done fucked my shit up.
No. You got the hydration.
Okay, cool.
No, I got energy, which is the beach and peach right now, which is the new flavor.
And then I have the pine berry splash. So
Yep, pine berry splash.
Try it out, man.
All right, and guys, we also want to let you know, guys, that registration for Madden Mania 3 is here. All right, registration for Madden Mania 3 is here, guys. All right, Battle for Digital Glory number 3. All right, $15 to register. All right. And as you can see, the tournament is on August 30th. Okay, so a little bit different than what we normally do, because when we try to do it, make it a week-long thing, this will only be a week thing, guys. Okay, I mean a day thing.
I'm using the bills.
You say what? Using the bills?
I'm using the bills. I already know Bobby's bringing them Eagles. Yeah, them. I don't know if Smitty's in this, but I'm using the bills, dog.
Yeah, but I gotta get that tied around my waist. Cash Guru time is up, man. He held it for too long. Yeah, man. So the link to register for Madden Mania will be at the bottom of this video in the comment section, guys. Make sure you go ahead and register. You don't have to pay your $15 now, but make sure you pay your $15 before the tournament, or at the day of the tournament is the last I can hold out. You know what I'm saying? So, but make sure you do fill out your registration form so we know who is going to be in the tournament. That's how we match them up. All right, man. So, welcome back to another week of the True Series, guys. Well, last week we talked about those sorry behind Indianapolis Colts. Jimmy, your team is in a bonfire.
This team is trash.
Dumpster fire. Yeah,
it's
a dumpster fire over there, man, in Indianapolis. Last week, man, we didn't have any of our guys from the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, but today we do got our boy Ian coming back with us tonight, man. My boy say he off to work tonight, so what's going on, my boy?
Night, man. How y'all feeling?
We going good, man. We're doing good. We're doing good, bro. We're doing good. Billy, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Billy?
Yeah, man. We missed you last week, huh?
Yeah, man. It's good to be back, though. It's good to be back.
All right, man. Yeah, man. We ready to get into this topic about these Las Vegas Raiders?
The Raiders. Yeah. Let's get it.
But they say you got to be a Gruden grinder. They might need John Gruden to come back. How they looking? All right, cuz. So let's get into it, man. Let's look at the final tally with the Raiders. What their season was last year. So what was their record?
Last year, 2024. Their record was 4-13, and they were fourth in the AFC West.
4-13, and it was what?
Fourth in the AFC West.
All right.
With the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos.
Ooh, that's a tough division. Tough division.
Yep.
So they only won 4 games last year.
Yep.
All right. Well, this should be easy. I think this one's gonna be a quick one to get tonight, fellas.
Yep.
So based off of that, they didn't make it in the playoffs at all.
Yeah, trash.
All right. All right. So with that being said, was the Raiders season a success? All right, Ian, we're gonna start with you, homeboy. Let me know what you think.
I mean, obviously, no, man. 4-13. A telling stat that they had a terrible season is, and they were 0-6 in the division last year. That's unacceptable, bro. No division wins. Unacceptable. Terrible season last year. Hence why they had a top 5 pick this year in the draft. So, hopefully they get together. But nope, terrible season. And I'm sure you guys are going to say the same thing. 0-6 in the division is crazy work.
Yeah,
crazy work.
Crazy work.
All right, so Ian said it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
All right, cuz, what about you?
Well, 0-6 in your own division, yeah, man. You at least got to win one.
You got to squeak one out.
Yeah, 1 or 2. Damn.
Yeah.
Just for luck, or rivalry game. Yeah, I know they got a rival. They got some type of rivalry with the Chiefs, and
yeah, they got to do something
with the Chargers. Like, God damn, y'all couldn't get one.
Yeah, like Raiders, they suffer from the Soto syndrome, man. Like as soon as we see them on counter, oh, we know that's a win, boy. Dub. We don't even gotta play as hard. Dang, Raiders, y'all trash, and yeah, it's a disappointment because I expected this, but it's a disappointment because y'all are trash and y'all will always be trash, I guess.
Well, I mean, the Raiders ain't been good since.
Some teams be like my Giants. Some teams will have a season where they go to playoffs or something, but like the Raiders
ain't been good since the Super Bowl. They was with the Bucks in 2002. Yeah.
That's it.
Right. That's what happened when you say you sold for Jamarcus Russell.
They tried it.
That's what happened when you say you sold for the wrong person, Ian.
They tried. Boy, how bad, man.
You know what though?
We'll get to that.
We gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into that for sure.
All right. So was the Raiders season a successful season? No. Right. Like you guys said, you only won 4 games. Right. You went 0-6 in your division. Like Ian said, that is unacceptable. Like by any means. And you call yourself an NFL team, you at least got to win 1.
Yep.
And it's like and like you could. I feel like you could have beat the Broncos or the Chargers. Now the Chiefs, that's a little hard. You know what I'm saying? That's a little hard. That's Patrick Mahomes over there, right? But at least the Chargers or the Broncos, like they not the 07 Patriots. Like they beatable. So it's like, and coming into the season, bro. You heard me. I had high hopes for Aiden O'Connell because he showed some flashes last year. Aiden showed some flashes last year. Ian, I was like, hey, if he gets some time, you might be able to get a couple of wins with him. I mean, they did. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I thought he was gonna do more than that. You know what I'm saying? And I had high hopes for Antonio Pierce, right? Because he showed flashes last year too, right? With that defense. So like with Antonio Pierce there, they gave him a full year. Show me what you can do.
All right.
Dumpster fire. That's why he ain't got a job.
Yep.
Cause they fired him, right?
Yeah, but man, that's
You know,
tough, man. They ain't give him a shot, bro.
they ain't give my boy Suge Knight.
Man, dog, for
He
real.
look
But
like Suge Knight, yeah.
when you a certain type of skin color,
Yeah,
you get a shorter lease. Yeah.
yeah. They don't play around with us.
No, not at all.
They don't play around with us, boy. They quit to let us go quick.
Man, quick.
Oh yeah, especially organizations like the Raiders. Oh yeah, because that's one of the prestige, like Chris say, one of the prestige organizations. You know what I'm saying?
They
So
say this is what the Raiders say. They said if it ain't white, it ain't right.
hey, John, everything that was John Mack. John Mack was over there, so like, hey, dog.
Hey, go what? Oh, okay, yeah, you are. It ain't white, it ain't right. For
Yeah,
sure.
John Mack was
Mm.
over there. It was like, hey, dog,
Their
leave me
colors
alone.
is silver. Their colors is silver and black, but it should be silver and white. Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
it is.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Well, the silver is the white.
So it is.
All right, man. So this one's gonna be kind of hard. Player performance review.
No, they got players over there.
I don't have my phone on me, so I can't even do Gemini chat.
It's a
And I don't even know who was on the Raiders. That ball.
We
To
about
me,
to find out real quick.
y'all might need to go ahead and Henry Ruggs. Key fact though, Henry Ruggs is eligible for parole next year, so you might need to go ahead and you might need to go ahead and make that phone call. Be like, hey, cuz, you ready? Yeah, you kept yourself in shape while you was in jail.
Hey, he did apologize to that family, so
Let that man play, bro.
let him play.
But y'all let Michael Vick play. Y'all let Ben Roethlisberger, who is proven guilty as a rapist, play. So,
Sound like Vince
Oh,
McMahon.
this would be a go, and this is an easy one. This should be an
this
easy
is
one.
one. Okay, all right. Who you got?
Yeah. I almost forgot. So they stat. I mean, their biggest player performance review will probably be Brock Bowers. He had
Okay,
100
okay, okay.
112 receptions, 1,100 yards, almost 1,200. He was 6 yards away from 1,100. I mean, 1,200 yards. He had 5 touchdowns. He had the most touchdowns on the team, which is 5. But he was a true rookie, man. He set rookie record, so he had a pretty damn good year. So they got something to build with Brock Bowers, man. He ended up being worthy of that. I think he was a top 10 pick last year. Am I
Top 10
correct?
pick. Okay,
Yeah, top 10, top 15 pick. Yeah, so he
okay.
balled out last year. And this is with Gardner Minshew. You know what I'm saying? No offense to Gardner Minshew, but he's not a
Yeah.
legit starting quarterback. He'll start a couple games for you, but
Man, shoot,
that's that.
mania, baby.
All right. So shit. Gardner Minshew had 2,000 yards passing and 9 touchdowns as their leader, and Brock Bowers had 5 of those.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Jacoby Myers had another 1,000 yards, 87 catches, and he had 4 touchdowns. So that's the 9 touchdowns right there, passing wise. That show you where their
So,
season went.
Jacoby Myers, what he did?
He had 1,000 yards, 87 catches, 4 touchdowns.
I think I was high on him because he came for the Patriots, right?
Yep,
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to see what he was gonna do. So he did. So he did extra 1,000 yards.
yep, just over 1,000 yards. Yep.
Okay. Not bad, young fella.
Why did they? Why did they bench? Did they bench O'Connell?
Yeah, they been
They benched O'Connell,
they been
and
Joe Crowder.
But
did they have Jimmy G last year? Or did he get hurt?
Jimmy G got hurt.
his stats
He
don't look
weak
too
anyway.
bad. Uh,
Offense probably wasn't rolling.
his stats don't look too bad though.
What is that one?
It, yeah.
Aiden had like he only played 9 games, but he had a completion rating of 63 through 1,612 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Mm.
And I have
I've
and,
been giving the fact they ain't got nobody over there. I guess that's all.
and then
And they
Minshew,
lost DA in the middle of the season, so
Yeah, to Aaron Rodgers. So
Minshew, he threw a lot of picks. Minshew.
That boy Minshew Mania, boy. That
I mean,
boy.
picks he throw.
Yeah. Oh, Minshew.
Yeah.
He threw 10
Hmm.
out of
Damn,
9
10
touchdowns.
interceptions and 9 touchdowns. That's crazy.
That man, new Ryan Fitzpatrick of the league.
Boy, Minshew got sacked 29 times.
Holding the
Shit.
ball too long, and that offensive line
Damn.
needs some work.
God,
Yeah.
dang.
Hopefully,
But
they got some
yeah.
offensive line.
I'm gonna say Brock Bowers too.
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, tight end played well. Probably was like the top. Well, let's see how he was. Oh, sorry, my fault.
Top receivers in the league.
Yeah,
Statistically, it's crazy.
yeah,
which is crazy. Yeah.
As far as reception go, he's one of the top one. So yeah, Brock Bowers hands down. So
Okay. All right. Yeah. Like I said, I had to agree with y'all there based on what the stats Ian gave me. I will hope, and it's crazy because like Antonio Pierce is a defensive minded guy, so it's like, dang, bro, somebody on that defense should have been the one to ball out, but
no.
what? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and another thing, Max Crosby's not worth the hype. Stop overhyping this dude. This dude is not Max Crosby. All right, y'all. This ain't no freaking Nick Bosa. Stop doing that, please. This isn't
Nah,
Nick
I ain't gonna
Bosa.
lie, like,
This
he
ain't
a
Michael
dog.
Parsons. This ain't Michael Parsons. He's
He
a
a
dog, but he ain't no dog. Is he? Compared to the Rottweilers, he's a Chihuahua.
Damn. He had 7.5 sacks last year. That ain't that good.
No, that's not what he normally putting up.
Well,
Yeah, that's not his normal.
I think Max just ready to get up out of Las Vegas, dog. But
Here
he got a he want a payday. Ain't nobody really trying to
Yeah,
pay that.
he
He
just
fit
got
in right
paid.
now. He just got paid. They just paid him.
Yeah, he just
you
got
go.
paid.
Here you go. He's a dog. Michael Parsons, they came Corsos. He's a poodle. He's a dog.
Damn.
They came
Bro.
I
Corsos.
think I think I think Max is decent, man. I think Max is decent.
And then what happened too? Christian Wilkins got hurt too, bro. Like
Yeah, man. So
they
he
was high.
probably
They were high on Christian coming in the off season, bro. So that
You
was
know,
supposed to take some pressure
he,
because Christian
fresh off
Wilkins,
of. He
you
a
know,
dog.
you need to double team Christian,
because
bro.
you want to know something? Because going into the season, the person that should have balled out on this team, statistically speaking, because Brock Bowers, he's a top 10 pick, but you didn't know whether or not he was going to ball. But compared to like the team he has, Max Crosby is supposed to ball out.
He still should have, but like I said, bro, like the Antonio, like you gotta think about it, Antonio Pierce, bro. So like the scheme probably, like I said, Christian, they wasn't planning on Christian Wilkins to get hurt. So the defensive scheme that Antonio Pierce probably had was for Christian Wilkins to not be hurt. So
Right.
that kind of
Trade?
huh?
Y'all trade?
Yeah, we traded him. Yeah, we traded him.
Y'all fuck that man for y'all trade him to the
Right,
Raiders.
but like he wanted to talk the defensive tackle money, and he ain't no top defensive tackle. He good, but he just ain't no top defensive tackle. But I would have signed him because I like him, but that's just a bit biased. But anyway, like Christian Wilkins, like you have your scheme around Christian Wilkins. So if Christian Wilkins get hurt, that's all that nips in the bud right there. So now guess what? Now it's back to being Max being double teamed every single time, every single play.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like if Christian Wilkins was there, bro, you probably would have seen double digit sets from Max. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. You probably would have seen double digit sets.
All right. Okay.
But Christian Wilkins coming back next year, so we'll see how that goes. This one you don't have Antonio Pierce now, so we'll see how they gonna do that.
Okay.
All right, so
Well,
this is gonna be hard. They defined it, bro. Who did they beat?
they beat the Baltimore Ravens.
They beat the Ravens. Well, Ravens, y'all can't talk to me, dog.
They beat the Ravens.
Bro, y'all can't talk to me, bro.
Hold on, let me pull it. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Browns. They beat the Jags, and they beat the Saints.
There's no defining moments, bro.
You would be that Baltimore game.
I mean, there would have to be. That's probably the only one, cause I
What the
mean,
score was?
Score was 26-23.
damn, it was in a nail biter too.
What week that was?
Week 2.
Oh yeah, they got them early.
All right, that's an early,
Oh, you
early,
got to still
early
get it to him.
luck ass win.
You still got to get it to him, though, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
for sure. Against Derrick
Bro,
Henry and Lamar.
Lamar, yeah, you
bro,
got to get it to him.
I got one. Dog. See, this is why you Raiders, bro. Like y'all should start Aiden O'Connell, dog. Bro, I'll go ahead and do mine. Bro, is that game against the Chiefs?
Oh, Aiden O'Connell played good.
He played good and almost beat the Chiefs. Why are you guys like what y'all doing? This is what I'm talking about. This man threw
300 yards.
340 yards.
Damn. Aiden O'Connell, boy?
Bro, and then they lost by 2 points.
Damn.
19 to 17. Bro, so I told you that man went for a shootout.
But that's with God.
Dog.
He was, what week this was?
This was like it was near this was like week 13. So Patrick Mahomes was still playing.
Yeah, that's why they still playing.
They're still playing.
They still
So
trying to play for that top seed.
yeah, so and it was close. And like he threw for 340 yards.
340?
340 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. No picks.
See, that's what I was saying. Ian. Like last year, he was doing that shit last year. That's what I was saying, bro. I was like, bro, Aiden O'Connell showed some flashes, dog. Like I was
Yeah, for sure.
watching him. I was watching him.
That man, and then they just
It was
bench
like,
him.
nah.
So they probably seen something we didn't, but like
Yeah, because you gotta remember, they be in practice with these guys too, dog. So.
Yeah.
Bench you, okay. Ugh.
But then, like, if Aiden O'Connell play like that, bro, you kind of got to give him the start.
Did Aiden O'Connell get hurt or something? Or no?
I don't know if he did.
I don't know if he got hurt or not. I think he was just playing bad. And they was like, "Hey, bro, like,
One going in a new direction. I feel
yeah,
it.
yeah."
Hey,
yeah.
man.
I think we just want to go ahead and let you go, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a fan of Aiden O'Connell because I want to see him do good. Because, like I said, the year 2023, he showed me some flash. I was like, okay, they might, they build around him. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to do something. You know what I mean? But we gonna get into it.
Yeah.
All right, so we ain't gotta. I'm interested. Yeah, let's do numbers. Don't lie. Where did they stand defensively? That's the one I want to know.
That's what we want to know. Raiders defense rank.
And they probably was like number 20, like 7.
Let's see.
They probably in the bottom 20s here.
Las Vegas Raiders defense in 2024 is ranked 19th in the NFL.
Middle of the pack, probably on the field too much.
Yeah. And how many points they got scored on?
Let's see.
How many points did they allow?
The point that they allowed was 25.5. And then they were allowing that's the score, and then they were allowing average yards is 333.
Boy, they tear you up through the air. They ain't got no corners.
Damn, they're 29th in points. Jeez.
So that mean they getting diced through the air. 300. How many yards per game?
333.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
That shit is.
They should have traded up and drive Travis Hunter.
Somebody, dog, because hey, bro, they getting cooked.
Yeah, boy, that.
They get cooked, boy. My god.
What that boy Adrian Bronner say? I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
They getting fried through the air, dog.
They
It
get
like
cooked,
it don't
bro.
even matter. Don't even matter who they playing, bro. They gon' hey, if you play the Raiders, but you know you about to get you at least about a good 250.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Receivers coming out licking their chops like, yeah, we gonna get. I'm gonna
We
get
finna
about a
ball
buck
out.
20 today for sure.
Oh yeah, fantasy.
And on the offensive side of the ball, they are ranked 29th.
Yeah, that's trash. That's terrible. Probably no running game. Ain't taking no pressure off the
Defense.
quarterback. Yeah,
Oh,
no defense steady on the field. Yeah, man.
27. Actually, it was 27. Sorry. but still low.
Okay.
They know better.
And
These went 2 up. That's it.
then they were averaging 303 yards per game.
But they weren't scoring.
Nah. And
What they
Raiders
rushing? What they rushing like?
they were averaging 79.8 rushing yards per game. So
Ain't terrible.
But it ain't good either.
It ain't good though. Yeah.
yeah. Y'all Raiders, man. Y'all Raiders.
How many points they were scoring per game?
Pull that out. How many points?
Probably like 14.
About point. Yeah, you could do math right now. They were. Oh my god. They were averaging 18.2 points per game.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get it done.
Nah.
You got to score 30 plus points in the NFL to be successful.
Yep.
Especially if you're in the AFC, boy, because you got the Ravens, the Chiefs, the goddamn Dolphins, the Bills. All them boys gonna put up 30 points easily.
Yeah, for sure.
Easily.
Ease,
Yeah.
especially in their division, man. They got you
Yeah,
got
you got
the Chargers, you got
Broncos.
the Chiefs, the Broncos on the come up with both Knicks, and Jim Harbaugh. He wanna establish that run.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tough. That's a tough division.
Woo-wee. Boy, it ain't looking good for them, dog. I don't even think the one player they got going.
I think he gonna be all right. It just depends on the O line, and
He gonna be all right, but like it's not gonna require for the all around team success. That's what I think. That's what I think. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Because
yeah, for
now we're
sure.
finna get into the all season review. All right. So who did they pick up during free agency, if anybody?
I think they picked up Geno, if I'm not mistaken.
Geno
Smith. Did they pick up
Yeah,
Geno?
I think they did
Yeah.
get Geno Smith. Yeah, yes, they did. Ain't Pete Carroll over there now?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, they got something. Let me see. Lost.
I think that dude right there alone go at least get you about 2 more wins.
Yeah. I think he because I don't know what Geno is on, bro, but Geno
he gonna find out.
We'll find out.
You'll see if he about that life for real. Now you ain't got nobody.
All right.
Ain't no DK.
So I'm trying to go over who is they hired Chip Kelly as offensive coordinator.
Oh, Chip, bro. Chip sometimes. Chip. Yeah, when that boy Chip Kelly, sometimes man, you be thinking he be the offensive genius. And sometimes, boy, Eagle fans, y'all already know.
Man, that boy, LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, boy, they can't stand Chip Kelly, boy. I don't think Mike Vick a real big fan of him either, but I think he just try to keep it kind of cordial online, but probably off
Chip
the
Kelly,
off the mic, he probably
Chip
ain't
Kelly,
a
the
big
reason
fan of
why
him either.
Donovan McNabb left town, man.
They also signed Raheem Mostert.
Yep, they got my boy Most.
Yeah, they got Devin White too.
And they got
Back. What about on the offensive line? Nobody.
They re-signed. They signed.
They got one good one.
They signed Alex Kappa.
Okay, that's not a bad one for the Bucks.
Yeah, they signed Alex Kappa.
That's a good one. That's a good pickup. That's a solid pickup, actually.
Then they got Geno.
Center, Alex Kappa at the center.
Yeah. No. Well, they just said offensive line.
I think he is center though.
Yeah. Then they signed Sam Webb. And then there's a lot of re-signed. Yeah, so yeah, they signed, and then they signed and they signed a punter, but that's about it. Yeah.
Who they pick up in the draft?
Well, as you guys know, they did pick up Genty,
which
hopefully they don't run him into the ground.
No, I think they're gonna. I think Mostert going to be the one to start.
Mostert?
I think Mostert going to be the one to start.
Run back by committee?
They're going to ease Genty on in. Yep.
So then their next pick, they picked a wide receiver, Jack Beck.
Okay.
Next pick after that, they picked the cornerback, Darian Porter.
Okay. Yeah, they need a corner.
Then the other pick after that, they picked the offensive line, Caleb Rogers. And the next pick, they picked the offensive tackle.
Okay, good.
Charles Grant. Picked up another wide receiver, but after that, that's where they start becoming practice bodies.
Okay. So they got them a couple of linemen, a corner, which is very needed, and a couple of receivers. Boy, I think they just trying to hold out to my boy Henry get out of jail, man. I'm telling you, yeah, boy, I'm telling you. Soon as that man eligible for parole, but they're gonna call this man like, "Hey, bro, you ready to go?"
Nah, I don't think the Me Too movement gonna let him live. I feel like maybe he deserve another chance. They let Dante Stallworth play again,
Yeah.
but we living in a different time, and
It's a different time.
yeah, he wasn't. Granted, he wasn't right, and
I mean,
he made a mistake. It was a
he a
big mistake.
kid. Yeah, he a
Yeah,
kid, bro. Like
grown man, but he's still growing, still maturing. We all still growing
right.
every day, but I feel like he should get it, a second chance at least. But I don't. I don't think the media and social media world gonna let him get
It
that.
just sucks. It sucks that the
It's
leagues
it's
now.
unfortunate because somebody actually lost their life and a family. They
Yeah.
lost a family member, and
Yeah,
I know
maybe
he
they
didn't mean
didn't
to
lose
do
their
it.
life. Maybe they did lose their life. It probably be a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He probably wouldn't even be in jail right now.
Right.
And like I said, it's just because the leagues now they're all social media based and all that. So they're
Yeah.
gonna take the words of like the population, the other
I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for him though.
population.
Hmm. Boy
It's
said he gonna
crazy,
fight for him.
man. Talented kid, bro. Like I feel like he could have been great.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like
Fast,
he could have been
explosive,
great. Bro, like even
perfect for
his
this.
rookie year, bro. His rookie year, bro. That boy was. I'm like, yeah, bro. He gonna be something serious. He gonna be something serious. I pray, Lord, let him give him a second chance, man. Give him a second chance. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's why they try to get these receivers too, man, because they know they need that number one. I don't now. Brock Bowers, what he was a tight end.
Yep.
Yeah, he's that.
Yeah, so I mean, Jacoby Myers, like, bro, it's like it's Jacoby Myers, bro. You know what
He
I'm
not a
saying?
number one, bro.
You're not a number one, bro. You gotta go. You gotta go get that. You gotta go get that guy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get that guy, bro. I don't know. I don't know what they can do. That's why I'm on the table for Henry Ruggs. If I'm Pete Carroll, I'm doing everything I can to bring that nigga back. I'm telling you, boy. Like I'm banging the table. Like I'll sign papers, documents, anything I gotta do.
But the thing is, that's 3 years though, not playing football.
Yeah, but he young though. You know what I'm saying? So like it ain't like I think he only 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he young, so like it ain't no telling what that nigga was doing in jail too. So he could have been like, you know, working out, doing what he got to
Possibly.
do. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling what he was doing. Hope he was, doing what he was supposed to do. But like, shit, like if I'm there, I'll be being on tape. But like, y'all know it's the Raiders too, bro. So that organization, we just talked about it.
Yeah.
This might have been like Miami, Ravens, the Eagles, maybe. Then yeah, them teams known for kind of like getting people, second chances. But like
Yeah.
the Raiders organization, best chance he got is probably try to go and hit free agency and hopefully somebody pick his ass up. Damn, man, waste of a talent, man.
Like Miami.
Waste of a talent. All right, let's get into their schedule for next season.
All right.
This is gonna be pretty bad.
Why you say that?
It's gonna be pretty bad, yeah.
Hey, where's that guy?
Because I think they only gonna win 2 more games, bro.
All right, y'all ready?
Depending on who they play. Yep, let's go. First game.
First game, they go to Gillette to face the New England Patriots.
Should be a win.
I think they can win that. Did we do the Patriots already?
Yeah, and we said that.
Patriots gonna win that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Patriots gonna win that. That's a loss, bro.
I think
So
we
that
said that the Raiders are gonna lose all these.
Yeah, Patriots gonna win that. That's L 0-1.
Next game, they play against the Chargers.
Loss 0-2.
Next game, they play against the Commanders.
0-3.
damn.
Next game, they play against the Bears.
That's a win.
I think they can win that one.
You won that one. All right.
All right, so they 1-3. All right, cool.
Next game, they play against the Colts.
A win.
I think they can win that.
Did we say that for the Colts?
I don't know. Did we say the Colts gonna win that?
We could say we could just say win.
I'll say they win that. I think. So they 2-3 now.
Yeah. Next game they play against Cam Ward and the Titans.
Lose.
That's a loss. Cam Ward go crazy on it.
Hell yeah. So now they 2-4.
Next game is against the Chiefs. They lost.
2-5.
Hell.
Next game is against Travis Hunter and the Jags.
2-6.
Hell. Right with my boy.
Next game is against Bo Nix and the Broncos.
2-7.
Next game is against the Dallas Cowgirls.
2-8.
2-8. Next game is against the Browns.
3-8. Oh, you think
Nah,
they gonna
Shador.
you think?
Nah,
You
they
think-
gonna lose, man. Shador gonna get them up out of there. Shador gonna be starting by then, bro.
hell, man.
No, bro. Shador gonna be starting by then, bro. He gonna be giving them the Shador.
I don't know, dog. All right, so she said they lost. All right, so what? They 2-9.
Next game they play against the Chargers again.
I feel like they're gonna split with them.
No, they're not gonna split.
All
They're
right,
not.
1-10.
Next game they go play against the Broncos.
They can split with them. I'm gonna give them one. Yeah, God damn, stall about 3-10, bro.
Next game they play against the Eagles.
Oh, 3-11.
No, they hell no. Big L.
Yep. 3-11.
That might be the game they win though. That's crazy part.
Yeah, that might be the game they win.
Next game they play against CJ Stroud and the Texans.
3-12.
Hell. No, I don't go against my Ohio State boy.
All right, the last two games. Next game they go against my Giants. I think
Malik Neighbors go crazy. They pass defense's ass.
Oh yeah.
14.
Yep. And then the last game they play against the Chiefs.
They gonna win that one because the Chiefs gonna win their starters.
Oh yeah. So they'll win that one because the Chiefs going to the playoff. They'll be the division champion by then.
It's literally the same. The same. So
Same
they got the same
record.
We got the same record. 4-13. Damn.
Because all the teams got better.
All the teams got better, bro. It's like then like the schedule y'all playing, bro. Like y'all ain't playing no scrub.
Yeah, y'all ain't playing no scrub. This ain't easy.
Yeah, y'all ain't playing like the Saints. Y'all ain't playing against like the Falcons, the Jets.
Right.
Yeah, y'all ain't playing against no scrubs or the Panthers. Like y'all ain't playing against none of them.
Like the only team on this list I think
is the Bears. That's a scrub is the Bears, to be honest.
And like to be honest, I'll be honest with you, the Bears
That ain't gonna be no easy game either.
they're scrubs, but they ain't scrubs. You feel me? So hey.
There ain't no scrubby dubs yet.
No, there ain't no scrub.
But yeah, we still have them going 4-13.
4-13. That's crazy.
Just like their record, bro.
That's crazy.
It's crazy because they just suck. They suck right now.
Ooh wee. All right, man. What they need to do? Now, this is what I'm saying, boy. They need to get John Gruden back, man. Get those Gruden grind.
No, they don't need his ass back either.
What you think, Ian? What you think they need to do, man? To try to
Man, they got
keep
to
the
work on
peace.
their O line. They got to work on their O line. I think they got a nice running back out the draft, Ashton Genty. I think he's gonna be nice. Need number one receiver. I like um I like Brock Bowers. I feel like he can be the next. He could possibly be the next Travis Kelsey, man. Even probably even better. Um, he could be the next one, man. Having them type of numbers with a trash offense like that, that speaks volumes of the work that he put in and the talent that he got. So um, he could be he could be special for them. Even if he could be like they number one target, they still
Right,
need a number one or one and a half receiver, a decent receiver.
right.
And the D line, Max probably needs some help on the D line. Definitely got to need some help in that secondary. Secondary is terrible, but it's probably because they don't have no pass. They're probably not getting to the quarterback. It's hard to cover somebody for a long time if you got all day. So I don't care who your DBs are. It's still hard to cover. That's one of the hardest jobs on the field. So
Yeah.
um, got to work on the trenches. I know they got Max, but he still needs some help. Christian Wilkins was probably hurt last year. But he needs some help in the trenches. And hopefully Gino can really be that the quarterback that they've been looking for, the quarterback that they need. I know they got Pete Carroll over there now, so hopefully they can get this running game going and start something different with this team, man. Because I don't know when the last time the Raiders been like actually good or a contender.
Told you, man. It's they
It's been a
since that
while.
damn Super Bowl with the Bucks in 2002.
It's been a while.
Man, bro, we was in what grade then? We was grammar school, bro. If my math serves me correctly, 2002, man, bro, I was what 11 years old, bro. You know how long
Man,
ago that was?
out six.
Oh,
Damn, bro.
let me fact check something
It
because
was 6.
Six, cuz.
Ah, damn, bro.
It
Ah,
been a minute, boy. It been a minute. It been a
yeah,
minute.
man, that's crazy. So they gotta. I think they can get it done, man. I think they starting off with something. Um, yeah, if they can establish that run game and use Brock Bowers the right way.
It look
They
like that's
could
what they
really,
trying to do.
yeah, they could really have something, man, for real. It's
Gotta
up to
hope.
Gino. It's up to Gino and his coaching staff and his O line and the D line.
Right. What about you, Pat? What you think?
all right. I'm sorry for disrespecting your Raiders, y'all, Las Vegas, y'all Vegas dudes out there, bro. Because I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'll take credit that I didn't know. They did get to the playoffs in 2021, but they got to the playoffs, and that was the season where Derek Carr looked like he would be that quarterback when he almost threw 5,000 yards. Remember, I told him he needs to stop playing like a pussy, and he kept playing like a pussy. And I was like, man, play like, come on, play. And that's what he did that season.
Right.
And look, you see what happened? You got to the playoffs,
Right.
right? I'm sorry about that, but y'all are still trash.
I
And
forgot about Derek Carr. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, he just
and
retired too.
I'm gonna say this about
Yeah, Derek Vehicle.
I'm gonna say this about y'all. For y'all to win, like you gotta hope that your pieces are just gonna ball out, So because there's not much moves you can make. I don't know about your cap space or anything, so not much moves you can make for now, as far as I know. So you just gotta hope that the pieces you have now just have a monstrous season. And that's about it. Hope Ashton Genty plays out. Hope the offensive line pieces you got play out. Hopefully someone on defense steps up because you got Devin White now, so that's good. You did sign a corner, but I think you still need much help in the air because uh, I'm pretty sure many teams are just throwing it all day on you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're gonna have to step up because you're gonna have to step up on pass defense because rush defense. I think Max Crosby can handle that. But for y'all, your pieces just gotta ball out. There's not much changes you can make now. And it's weird because I would assume that with this team, because they got rid of Derek Carr, they did just get Geno, but like they got rid of Derek Carr, and I felt like there's like you should have more space to make to get more because there's teams out there that has a lot of talent
Right.
that they're paying, and like you had Max Crosby, which I know he signed a max contract, but like they could have got other pieces, but they just gotta let the team grow into their own.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm on the thing what y'all saying. I'm on like what Chris saying. You kind of got to hope that Genty is like the next coming of Chris Johnson, for one.
Damn,
Which,
Chris Johnson.
which he got the potential to be, but it's like, bro, I don't see that. I don't see that bro, happening.
You asking for a 2,000-yard runner?
I'm telling you, that's what they need. But I do like that 1-2 combo with him and Mostert. Mostert do got a fumbling problem. That's why we got rid of his ass.
Yeah.
He do got a fumbling problem. So hopefully, like, I know with Pete Carroll is on like discipline. You know what I'm saying? Mike McDaniel, he's not really a disciplinary. Keep Pete Carroll, Pete Carroll don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, hopefully, like with Mostert go over here, like it's gonna help. They're gonna definitely have like better rushing, so it's going to be better. Hopefully, that kind of helped Geno kind of buy some time and make some things happen. I do think they're going to be in a lot of more games than they were last year, and they might end up sneaking out. Like that win, like you said, Ian, against the Eagles. They might end up sneaking that out. You know what I'm saying? But they need help mainly defensively. Um, That's how I still believe Max Crosby that dude. I know Chris is ragging on him, but I still believe Max Crosby that dude. Hopefully, when Christian Wilkins come back, that help free him up, and be back to seeing double digit sacks with him. The most thing I'm worried about is that secondary. The secondary needs some work, man. And I know you got you a couple of I know you got your corner in the draft, but I mean, like, you got to hope that these guys, man, they ball out like Chris said.
Yeah.
And like I said, maybe that pass rush do what it do, with helping Christian Wilkins coming back and Matt Scotty. Maybe they do, maybe they do. We never know. I see some crazy stuff in the league, bro, but on paper, man, that defense needs some work. Dog. They really do. But offensively, I think they're going to be way better than what they were last year. I got them at least in the middle of the road, at least like 15. With the offense, that defense is going to be the one that struggles. That defense is going to be the one that struggles. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, coming down to the wire, man. Ian, I appreciate you, man, for hopping on in here with us, man. As I knew this was going to be a quick one, dog. I knew it was going to be a quick one because of the
Yeah.
Raiders, man. So before we go, who do we want to do next week? So this was an ALC team, so we need to do an NFC.
Y'all did the no good Bears.
Nope.
No, we didn't do the Bears yet.
We gotta make sure
Jamar, this your team, so you gotta make sure you here.
Yeah, I think we gotta do the Bears. We could do the Bears or trying to think. Y'all did the Commanders, right?
No, we didn't do the Commanders yet.
Yeah, which
We
one
try to
y'all
get
want to
all
do, the Bears or the Commanders?
we try to get all the trash teams out the way first.
We do the Bears then.
All right, the Bears. All right. Yeah, 'cause I think the Bears probably would be the last ones on the NFC that's trash that we haven't done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so next week we'll do the Bears. Tomorrow, hope you ready for this work. Are we ready for this work, baby?
Hmm.
All right, man. Best and worst player in franchise history, man.
The best.
Lily Dilly Larry, appreciate you, my boy.
Oh man, the best player.
Now you got a couple of them now.
Yeah, you got a couple of them. So
You got
I'll
a couple of
say best player in history will probably be for me. Will probably be you got Marcus Allen, Tim Brown,
Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen was
Marcus
straight.
Allen is good.
Tim Brown.
But you know my auntie said that Marcus Allen wanted her.
Ha ha ha
I
ha
said, ain't
ha.
no way. Ain't
Shout
no
out, shout out
way.
to TT. Shout out to TT. She
Nah.
said Marcus Allen wanted it. Ha ha. You know, them will probably be my two. Marcus
Tim
Allen,
Brown.
Tim Brown. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else, but them will probably be my two. Maybe Fred Biletnikoff, but that's way before my time though.
What about the worst player?
The worst player. I mean,
Don't do my boy.
unfortunately,
Don't do my boy,
uh,
man.
I feel like he didn't really get a fair shot. He had a lot of mess ups, but I feel like it's Jamarcus Russell.
Yes, he is.
But hear me
Don't do
out though. But hear me out. I feel like he didn't get a fair shot because we see a lot of other quarterbacks that fail and don't do well and they number one picks and they don't get the job done. But man, bro, I never really noticed this until he came out on I think it was on the Pivot or I Am Athlete or one of them. He only got 2 years to play, bro. He only
Bill
literally played
Romanowski.
2 years, bro. Yeah, Bill Romanowski was trash with them, bro. It was late in his career. Trash. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, man, like Jamarcus really only got like 2 years, so it's like, damn, bro, he didn't even really get a shot. But yeah, they didn't do. Yep, see, Larry know what's up. They didn't develop him, bro. And they just threw him out, and it's just like it messed up his confidence. Now it is his fault, it's his fault too. But I mean, for crying out loud, we done seen some quarterbacks get chance after chance after chance after chance. You'd be
Who
like,
you
bro,
telling? I
he
got
ain't
one on
it.
my team. I got one on my team right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I
for
get
sure.
chance after chance after chance. God
Be
damn, how
like,
many
God
chances nigga
damn,
get?
let me get a
Man,
shot then. Hell.
right. All right, all right. What about you, Carl?
Best, best. I'll probably go with Bo Jack.
Okay, that ain't a bad one.
I'm gonna go with Bo Jack. Uh,
Okay.
we don't want to mention his NFL. I mean his MLB career, but he had a solid NFL career. And he is actually the player that started that. Even though we've had a lot of shifty backs and stuff, but normally when running the ball, they always try to avoid being tackled. Bo Jack was that
The first one to be a bruiser like
be a
that.
bruiser, a power back. And it kind of inspired a whole lineage of running backs that uh, adopt that same play style. Um, worse, had a look, man. Had a look.
Y'all go easy on my boy tonight, man.
But I'm actually going to select a different player
Uh-oh.
than him. I'm going to go with Andrew Walter.
Hmm.
Andrew Walter was
Oh
picked.
yeah, he was trash.
Andrew Walter was picked in 2005.
From Arizona State, trash.
Yes.
He's a trash.
And he's actually the reason why they went and got Jamarcus Russell. Because he was so trash.
They had the number one pick.
Yeah, yeah, Lily Woodson was, but yeah, he was
Yeah, Wilson was a dog.
he was trash, but he was so trash that they said, "Damn, we gotta go back to the drawing board and get another high level QB for this position."
Oh,
That's how trash he was.
okay.
And that was after the Gruben grinder. That was after all that too. And the Raiders like, yeah, man, we on top. We got a high pick. Trash.
Trash.
Okay.
Big trash.
And to be honest, and honorable mention, I don't want to shit on him. If Derek Carr was at least able to win a playoff game, he would probably be honorable mention. But nah, Derek Carr did have a good season, good career though.
With the Raiders, yeah, he did. He was all right.
He did have a good career. So, but yeah, that's my pick.
All right. Worst pick. No, best player. For me, It'll be Raiders. All right. Like Lil Derry said, my boy Rod Woodson. Dog. You talking about somebody that can you talking about a corner that can cover and ain't scared to come up and hit you. Love it.
For sure.
Love it. Love it. Rod Woodson, dog, for sure. Boy's a beast, man. Worst player
Is
in Raiders history.
you gotta say Jamar. You gotta say Jamar.
I want to say Terrell.
Terrell Fire.
No, not TP, bro. No,
I
bro.
got to, bro. I got to.
Bro was decent with them, bro.
As a receiver.
Nah, as a Q, bro.
As a receiver.
As a Q, bro.
No,
man.
I gotta get a TP, dog.
Oh, my Busey boy. Come on, man. No, man.
I know, you you're 80 from Ohio State.
Yeah, man.
I know that's why you don't want to hear. But it's TP, bro. TP, because like Jamarcus Russell is like when you think about Jamarcus Russell, right? He probably is the bust of bust, like of all time. You know what I'm saying?
But he didn't really get a shot, in my opinion, though, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could say he had all that money and the hype and the big arm, and everybody thought yeah.
And did he come out for national championship?
Jamarcus?
No.
No. I think they won right after him.
Terrell Pryor.
No, TP ain't got no natty. No.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say what I
Rose Bowl. They won a Rose Bowl against Oregon, but no, he don't got no natty.
Okay. I'm about to say, boy. It. But yeah, TP. Nah. I ain't gonna lie. TP was a dog at that receiver when they put him to receiver. But you got to be so trash that it was like, hey, no, we gonna switch your position. At least they didn't do Jamarcus Russell like that. They was like, hey, bro, we gonna cut our time. They're like, hey, Terrell Pryor, bro, listen, bro, this ain't working out, bro. You want to play receiver? They did the Tebow thing, bro. Like they telling Tebow to play tight end. They're like, hey, bro, listen, bro, this ain't working out, bro. You got to play receiver. Yeah. But good. I mean, it was a good switch. Lucky for them, but like it still didn't even last long. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
The only thing I can remember TP did was that they're re-auction for like 70 yards. That was when the re-auction
that was nasty.
Yeah, but that was just when the re-auction just become a thing because Colin Kaepernick was killing it too. With the re-auction,
for sure.
Cam Newton and all that it was the new Wildcat per se.
Yeah.
So I gotta get it. Terrell was definitely a greater wide receiver QB in the league, but Ohio had that the arm. Rose Bowl. Russell ain't athletic enough to move around the position. No, he ain't, but he got a better arm than TP though. Y'all can fight me about that.
Cool.
Jamarcus Russell got a better arm than Terrell.
Yeah, for sure. Ain't even close.
Oh! I'm about to say Ian.
Nah, bro.
Don't be a
it
homer
ain't even
now.
close. Nah, it ain't even close, bro.
Oh, okay.
He had a better arm when he wanted to use it.
Yeah, he had a better arm than what. And like, Jamarcus Russell showed flashes, bro. Like, it ain't like his whole career was just like he was just straight up trying. You know what I'm saying? Just like, they just like you said, they didn't give him a fair shake. Like they gave him a fair shake because all the hype he had around them, and all that. It's like that Johnny Manziel effect.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel. And then like they're off off the field shenanigans didn't help him out.
Yeah, he didn't want to work out. He didn't want to eat right. He got bigger and bigger. They just went down the hill after that.
Yeah, I don't think both of them were given a fair shot. So.
All right, man. So that's we're gonna call it here, right here, man.
Yep.
Ian, I appreciate you for coming in, man. Guys, those of you that tune in, make sure you check out the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast every Saturday at 8:00 our time. Like I said, these guys, they know what they're talking about. I know the NBA season just wrapped up with the Thunder taking it. So
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all. I
Yeah,
don't know what y'all boys.
we on break. We on break right now, but we'll be back, closer to football season. But yep, every
Okay.
Saturday, um, 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, you guys time. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Oh yeah,
It's
for sure, bro.
always a time, bro, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. And like I said, like next time we're gonna talk about the
But remember,
The Bad News Bears.
Bears. Oh yeah, but now we finna go on break too. So we finna go on break too. So we ain't gonna come back till 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
All right, bet.
Yep. So you got 2 weeks. Jamal, you got 2 weeks to get yourself together.
2 weeks, Ma. 2 weeks, Jamal. I'm 11 know, bro.
Yeah, check them out. Check them out, Lil Dilly, man. They know what they doing over there, bro. They know what they doing over there. We like,
Appreciate it, Larry. Appreciate it.
And yeah, make sure you tune back in.
Yeah, make sure you guys tune back in, man. So, like I said, we won't be here until 2 weeks from now, man.
Yep.
And I appreciate you, man. Those of you that's in here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the way out. This has been Offbeat Studios, man. We'll see you guys 2 weeks from now.
Boom.
Back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab